Guys, it's Miss HCG Girl here, and I'm getting ready to remix my HCG, and I thought I'd teach a few of you how I do it. I get asked this all the time: how do you mix Rx Hcg? So I'm just going to show you the way I do it. First of all, this is the HCG that I use. It's Hcg. I got it from All Day Chemist before they stopped selling it. What I want you to do is, if you have Rx Hcg that looks like this, when you open it up, there's two little packages. Just take the Hcg part out, and you can throw away this sodium chloride if you want to, if you have bacteriostatic water. I specifically have some bacteriostatic water here, and it doesn't expire for a long time, so I'm not really worried about it. Also, here's your HCG, the little bottle, and there's a pill at the bottom. I don't know if you can see this little pill. There is a pill, anyway. And the pill, the IUs of this box, this is a 2000 IU box. What that means is how long or how much strength you can mix the HCG. I used to buy 5000 IU and it would last about 30 days. I would normally remix at 21 days. So this right here, I think it lasted me 14 injections. So today, I'm remixing for an additional 14 days, okay? Pop the top on your HCG. There's a little little plastic top. Pop it. And you can put that to the side. It's trash, okay? And so here is your HCG. You can clean the top with an alcohol swab, or you don't have to. I'm not doing it. You're going to need some kind of mixing needle. I'm going to be using, I have these that I bought on Amazon. They're 3 mLs. And 3 mLs I also use for B12 injections when I need to do a B12 injection. But I'm going to use it today to mix my HCG. And one of the things that I do a little differently than other people sometimes is I'm not pulling it through the bottle once a day, like grabbing the bottle out and loading the needle. I actually preload my needles now. I used to not do that. So anyway, take your 3 ml needle out, okay? Get your bacteriostatic water. I do a 1-to-1 mix. That means if for every 1000 IUs of HCG RX, I use 1 ml of bacteriostatic water. So today we have 2000 units of Rx Hcg. We're going to use 2 mLs of bacteriostatic water. And what I'm going to do, instead of buying extra sterile mixing vials, I won't need it, because this little bottle right here will hold 2 mLs. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to take some air out of this bottle right here. And what I'm going to do is suck out 2 mLs out of this bottle right here, the little pill bottle, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and suck out at least 2 mLs right here to the 2 mark and pull it out. So it took it out of this little bottle, so that when I put the bacteriostatic water in there, they'll have room with the pill. So now what I want you to do is you're going to draw your needle up to 2 mLs on here. And some people have a mixing syringe that's a 5 ml. I'm using a 3 ml. Just make sure you're using 2 mLs or 1 ml of bacteriostatic water to 1000 IUs of HCG. So go ahead and stick your needle in there, because you put air in this part. Now you're going to stick the air in there, turn it upside down, and you're going to let it start filling up with bacteriostatic water till it gets to the 2 ml part, okay? And you can let it do it on its own, or you can help it along like this. just slowly pull the end out. And when it hits the 2 ml part, just stop, and we're going to turn it upside down and pull it out. Okay. There we go. All right. So this needle right now has 2 mLs of bacteriostatic water. We're going to stick it in with the little pill, and let me warn you, this little pill dissolves instantly as soon as we stick it in there. So I want you to watch this, okay? Most people would do just 1 ml in there and then draw it out and put bacteriostatic water in a sterile mixing bowl and stuff. But since I'm only doing this small amount for 14 days, it's better to do it this way. So now pull your needle out of there. And as you can see, it's mixed up. There's a little bit of foam at the top. And what I do at this point is just softly roll it between my fingers. And you can let it sit here on the table or the counter for a while till the foam goes down, or you can start drawing it up right now. And I'm going to fill up, or I'm going to try to fill up. I take 125 IUs a day, and on a diabetic needle, somebody wrote this to me recently on my channel. They said, well, what is it on a diabetic needle? You see how a diabetic needle, this is a small one. These are the BD insulin syringes, okay? This is what my daughter uses whenever her pump breaks. She's a diabetic. She has an insulin pump, and when it breaks, she uses these. And these are probably the easiest on your body. You don't feel anything with these needles. And anyway, I draw it up to the number 15. I used to draw it up to the number 15 on here, but I'm going to draw it up to between the 12 mark and the 13 mark. I'm going to go right there. Some days this past round, I've only taken 120 IUs. And guess what? I have done phenomenal. I have not been hungry, not even once. So anyway, that's that. You need some kind of injection needles to put this in your body. Now, some people in some states across the United States, you can get injection needles over the counter, like at Walmart or Sam's Club or places like that, or at Walgreens. They don't allow that here where we live. So I actually ordered, now of course my daughter gave me some of these because she had some left over, but I actually ordered these. You can order these on Amazon. I want to think I paid like, I don't know if it was $15 or something, but I had free shipping. And these are okay to use as well to inject HCG into your body. I ordered these on Amazon, and these are mixing syringes, and of course it came 100 of them, and unless you're injecting B12 in you and you're going to use these syringes, that's a lot of syringes, but it was still cheaper doing that than ordering from a lot of companies. So I got 100 for like $10. They were on sale, and so I bought 2 boxes because I was injecting B12 like once a week there for a long time. I've backed off on that. And anyway, so now we've used our mixing syringe, and we want to put the cap back on when I find, there it is. So we're not going to use this anymore, the mixing syringe, okay? And I have a needle disposal box back there. We're not going to use the bacteriostatic water anymore because we're finished with that part. What I normally do with my Hcg boxes and stuff, I get a permanent marker, and I've already done it to one right here so you can see. I put big X's on it right here so I know that I've used this bottle before. And I also put the date that I injected myself or I mixed this on, and I wrote on here October 13th, 2012. So I'm going to write on the side today's date, and that way I will know that I use this particular Rx Hcg. I also do that for a lot of reasons, because if God forbid something happened to my health, they could look back on the lot number and see if there was something that triggered that. You know, it's just that I'm not here to sue anybody, but God help us if something happens to one of us. So the foam is still there in the bottle. The first thing you want to do before you fill all your syringes, you want to get one syringe ready, take the little cap off the end, and you want to do a pregnancy test kit. So we're going to take the pregnancy test kit. And I buy these at Dollar Tree. I've showed this before on my videos. And normally, within a second of putting the HCG on it, it will test positive. So, I'm having a tough time opening it. There it is. Okay. Well, if I picked the right side, that wouldn't have happened. So, as you can see, it comes with one of these. Set it down. And it comes with this is for in case you pee and you want to put some of your pee that's in a cup on there. We're not doing that. So, throw that away and throw the little dry pack away and put it back in the container, okay? And I only use 10 units on a diabetic needle in order to test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 10 units of air into my bottle here before I turn it upside down. There we go. Now, turn it upside down and it should fill up 10 units on a diabetic needle. Now, that's almost a whole day's worth of HCG, but it's worth knowing if it's pregnant or not before you use it. So you see how there's two sections? This is the control window that will tell you whether it's pregnant or not. Put it in the little section that has the blue and white. So we're going to go ahead and squirt our HCG in there. There it is. Okay, folks, it looks like I had a problem here, and when I drew it up, there was no HCG in this, so we're going to try squirting this again, and you'll be able to see that I'm putting it in the control window. I'm putting it in this window, and here's the control that's going to show, and look, it's already going. The P is moving, which isn't really P, it's HCG. It's moving. And it says on this box that in order to be positive, it has to have a control red and a light pink. And already, I can already see that. That means there's real HCG in it. If there was no HCG, you would not see anything even at this point. I'm sure you can see that there's real HCG. So, my stuff is pregnant. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and use even the same needle I had. I'm going to go ahead and preload my needles and see how many needles that this is going to make for the rest of my round. So you can put this to the side since it's positive. And I tell you what, this is some good stuff that I had gotten from All Day Chemist before they stopped selling. I'm doing really well this round on it. So I'm going to draw it up to between the 12 and the 13 line, and I'm going to show you. Okay? This is what I draw it up to for my dosage, for 125. You're welcome to do more than that. Some people that are very obese or morbidly obese, they normally need a little bit more of the hormone. When I weighed 100 pounds more, I took 150 IUs. So now I put the cap back on right here, and then I'm going to put these, as I load them, in this bag, a Ziploc bag, and then after I finish all of them, I'm going to put them all in this paper bag, and I'm going to stick it in my refrigerator. If you do not refrigerate your Rx Hcg, more than likely the potency is going to go bad. You can freeze this. You may have to leave a little bit of extra air in the insulin needle if you do indeed freeze it. And I've seen people reuse their HCG after frozen after 3 months. So I hope that helps each and every one of you out there. I think I've not missed anything. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me. Okay, you guys, peace. I'm going to get back to doing this. Okay, guys, I just finished loading all my needles, and it looks like that it made 3, 6, 9, 12. It actually made 15 days out of the 2,000 IU. Now, I don't know if I'm going to continue 15 days on the BLCD. I mean, of course, I have that much probably pounds to go, but at this point right now I have all my needles, and I put a little bit of air after I put the 12 units or 125 units. I put a little bit of air in each one, and every morning I sort of pop the bubbles before I inject myself, And I'll probably show another video of how I inject myself, but I stick it in a brown paper bag, and I fold this, and I stick it in a drawer in my refrigerator. So, I hope that helps you guys, and I hope you all have a great day.